Hey guys, welcome to 12M Hustle, where this week's video is going to be about swing trading. I'm going to talk about how I got into position, why I got into the position, how I decided to get out of it, and my reasons behind it. Okay? I'm not really going to talk about how many shares I bought, all that. That doesn't matter. What matters is the reason behind your trade, your plan in your trade, and trading your plan, not trading your emotions. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's jump into the video. I'm going to break down why I got into the stock, how I got into the stock, how I decided to do my swing trades, and the indicators that I use to actually map out my plan for my swing trades. Let's go in. So here's a daily chart right over here. What I first do is during the daily, I draw support and resistance lines. If you guys can see this red line right here, this was actually the lowest that it's been 110. So this is where I drew the bottom of it for the past couple months. Now this is not what it's been the whole time the stock has been operating. Now the lowest it's ever been is 71, but my red line was basically when I was going to get out. Okay, so then I have a prior right over here, resistance, right? And then I have yellow line here, which is prior resistance for me for the past couple almost year. All right then. So then what do? I go over to indicators. I draw my RSI, and I use RSI, okay, and I use EMAs. So the EMAs that I use is a 5, 20, and a 180. Okay, the 5-day, the 20, and the 180. So basically, how I decided to enter this trade was I saw that the RSI was low. I saw when I entered the trade, I bought it right about here, 114, right? So it's pretty low. It's about below the 30s, which is where you want to buy. If you're going to swing trade, you want to buy here and you want to buy consolidation. As you can see, when this fell off, you don't want to buy this the first red day, right? That's what they call it. Now you just want to see it kind of continue to sell off, and then when it kind of starts doing this, fish tailing in, consolidating, that's where you want to buy this area. It decided to dip a little bit lower, 113. I still held on to the stock. So my plan was basically to get out, but I had a gut feeling that they were going to flush it and then they were going to rise it. So I was like, it's not going to stay like this forever. As you can tell, they did the same thing here, right? What did they do here? It just consolidated and boom. So that's kind of what I was going for, this pump right here, and that's exactly what happened. So as you can tell, what happened was boom. I bought it here, still went down to 113. I held, didn't buy anything, didn't sell anything, and it just blasted off 10%. So my actual sell was going to be 134, but I just decided to get out of it at about 131, 132. I sold 50% at 131. I sold the rest of it at 132. So that's basically the game plan. Nice and simple. It took about 5 days for the trade to actually work out. So if you guys can see, I bought around this area. It's still for the swing trading is basically you have to have patience. You have to let your plan work out. And then these are the indicators that I use, RSI, EMA, and that's it. And of course, I was looking at the volume. As you can see, this huge volume. My plan was not to sell here once it decided to hit 121. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to stick to it to hit at least in the 130s. And so as you can tell, I don't know if it's going to continue, strength, if it's going to go back all the way to 167. I actually don't really care because that wasn't my plan. My plan was to quick swing trade it. That's it. And when I was going to cut my losses, it's basically this red line here. So let's say that it continued to flush 113. Let's bring up a weekly. Let's say that it would have flushed down to about 105. I would have cut my losses. I just would have took my out. That's it. I would have moved on to the next one. Another thing, if you guys want to draw out your lines, if you guys can put up the weekly, it's actually better. You guys can actually see it more defined. See that? Gets rejected, back down. Support, right? So much easier for you guys to see. So I use dailies, weekly, RSI. What I use, you guys gotta find out whatever works for you. Every trader's different. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I really hope this video helps you guys learn more about swing trading. Have a great week.